supposedly, if you don't understand Arc Raiders, you should watch this
Putting
video.
a Rocketeer at nearly every extract is certainly a choice.
Yeah, they suck. Yep. Yeah, they suck. They really do.
After the Server Slam, Arc Raiders has ended up in this weird spot. The
Yeah.
community feels really divided. Some people loved it and are now
Got to play for like 4 hours before work today. I'm so stoked for the 30th. You think if I shit my pants at work, they will let me go home early so I can play Ark? God, I wanted to play this game again so bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. All of the content and posts I've been seeing on like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram has kind of been scaring me. Because whenever something game-wise, media-wise, entertainment is hyped up too much, I just think it's bad. If you ask me, or not like that, but it just gives me a bad vibe. Like they're hyping it up too much. But we'll see how it actually is on the 30th, right?
going through withdrawals. Others walked away frustrated. I've got around 60 hours across Tech Test 2 in this Server Slam. And after playing both,
60 hours
more
is crazy.
excited than ever for
That's
launch.
actually
But I
crazy.
totally
Wow.
understand why some people aren't. Arc Raiders is so close to being great it actually hurts a little. Not in the needs it doesn't fixes kind of way. It already plays beautifully. The problem
it
is
played
more
pretty
about
well.
understanding. Extraction shooters are already a hard
I don't play extraction shooters, so this is my first time. I guess I'm not just built for them. Having little to no fun playing it. I had hope and gave it a try, but now I'm just a little sad. To be fair, when the first time I played it, I wasn't that excited for it, just for the fact that I felt like it was a little bit empty. Like the first day felt like that was like all you really needed to get all of the information as a completely new player for Arc Raiders, right? And then over time, you kind of learn that there was a whole another test called the tech test or whatever it was before the Server Slam that had like 85% more of the content. And they even showed clips and videos of other guns and higher progressions and other things you can level up and upgrade and shit like that. And it just made me kind of excited for it. But not everybody got that because, as you probably know, when something comes out, whether it be game, media information, accusations, whatever, people just go with their first impressions and they stick with that shit for like the rest of eternity. So there are people that went to Arc Raiders, played it, saw the like 6 guns, the random garbage of loot, and then they stopped playing. Then that's their impression of Arc Raiders now, which I do think was really bad of the devs to do such little content for a big audience of people that know nothing about the game. That was kind of dumb. I gotta say it was dumb, and you shouldn't have did that.
a genre to sell to the casual gamer. It's
Shouldn't
not a
have did
genre
that.
you can just jump in and instantly get. And I'd be lying if I said Embark didn't shoot themselves in the foot with this Server Slam.
Yeah,
They gave us such a tiny slice of what the full game is that most
Yup.
people never got to see what makes it special.
which a lot of people
So
learn
that's what I want to talk
later,
about.
like
Why
myself.
this test ended up dividing people, how Embark shot themselves in the foot, and why I think there's so much more to Arc than most players got to see.
Interesting. I wonder if does he have content from the tech test? What was that? Did he just smack a Rocketeer? Is that a Rocketeer? Or am I tripping? I think he smacked the Rocketeer. That's actually... Huh. Okay. It's interesting. Oh, I thought he lived. You know, this right here happened to me when I was playing. We were sitting there and I was playing with some randoms, and I'm like, yo, I think we walked up to water treatment, and I'm like, yo, I think I heard somebody inside, and I'm like talking in Discord to my friends as well as random people that's not in Discord, right? And we're just talking. I'm asking about the game. I'm trying to figure out like why everybody like it and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I think I heard somebody inside, and then we go back to our conversation. And I opened the door to water treatment, and there's 3 motherfuckers looting 3 other motherfuckers, and they look at us, and we're like, oh, fuck. Dude, we're cooked. And they just start raining bullets, bro. They had like a shotgun, an anvil, and I only noticed because them bitches hurt. One shot, my shield and health was halfway gone. All of it, I was basically dead. That shit was bad. That's a feeling that you can't get for the most part in other extraction shooters, and I kind of like it though. But I don't like dying like that. But you know,
I've taken a ridiculous amount of
cool.
notes over this weekend. I rounded up everyone's main concerns, and I just wanted to talk through it all. Not
W
in a negative way,
mans.
just to make sense of what's working, what isn't, and why so many people are reading this game the wrong way. One of the biggest
Interesting.
things I keep seeing since the server slam is people saying that they don't get the point.
100% agree. What's the point of managing to get your hands on some great weapons, gear, and managing to extract, then bringing them into the next match and losing them? Well, the whole point is to prove that you're the best, right? I mean, obviously, in extraction shooters, you want to go in with the most minimum amount of loot, come out with the most amount of loot, get the most amount of money, and eventually get the best weapon so that you can stomp on all the other people that are getting their, ass clapped. That's the point, to be the best. I mean, I would assume, like, to get all the loot, be a loot hoarder, be to get the best weapons with the best attachments, with the best whatever, right? And yeah, I mean, in simple terms, it could just be something as simple as get enough loot so you can take greater risk so that you can get better rewards. Duh. I
It
would
honestly
assume at
makes
least.
sense. For a lot of people, this was their first extraction shooter. So it's already an uphill climb for Embark to make something like this click for casual gamers.
This will be my
It's
first
not a genre that explains
one I
itself.
actually
You don't
play.
spawn
Like, I
in
played
and
random
instantly get
ones
it.
for
You
an
kinda have to let
hour,
it
2
click.
hours a
But
day.
Embark really went the
but
opposite way with this test.
Never been one of
They
my
didn't
main
give us
games.
enough pieces to let it click. And I think to understand why that's a problem, you first have to understand what an extraction shooter is. So let's talk Tarkov. Love it or hate
Never
it,
played.
Tarkov's the grandfather of extraction shooters. I think one of the biggest appeals of extraction shooters is the stories that come out of them. You'll go into a raid planning to grab some loot, test a gun, do some tasks, whatever. Nothing
But
serious.
the thing about extraction shooters is literally this window right here is scary. Like, you see this? If I show this shit to my grandfather, he's gonna look at me like I'm speaking code. Like, just look at all the buttons and icons and slots. What the hell is everything happening? Sure, over time, you read it, you calm down, he's looting someone, you can see the weapons and the pistols, blah, 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 blah. But this is intimidating. Like, at least Arc Raiders, for the most part, wasn't like that. Like, you just got your slot thing to get armor, you heal, bandages, you got enough to put random items, ammo, and shit like that, and that's it.
And then something
That
happens.
really is
Maybe
intimidating.
you find a valuable item, or you
yeah.
complete a task you've died 3 raids in a row trying to do. And suddenly, that quiet run turns into a story. You start second guessing every sound you hear.
Yeah.
Your brain's just looping that
Yeah.
one thought.
Yeah, tell me
I
about
need
it, yeah.
to get out. That's the core of it. The whole genre is built around
It's that
making you care about
feeling.
leaving
It's
alive.
that feeling, bro.
It's
You
that
get
weird
that,
mix of greed and fear that kicks in the
bro.
second.
It's that feeling you get of your heart beating fast again when you were a kid playing games like Call of Duty and you were 1v6ing and search and destroying, or you're playing Elden Ring and you're fighting a boss for the 75th time and you almost got it. It's one shot away from dying, or it's that time you were playing Enshrouded and you were like 10 hours away from your house and you really didn't have a respawn point and you really didn't want to die. It's that feeling of your heart beating that people are chasing. That's the point. That's the reason why I play, at least. That's the appeal.
You find something worth losing. And a good
Yeah,
extraction game
that's
gives you
the
the space
appeal,
for those
I guess.
moments to happen naturally. It doesn't guide you to them. They just happen. It's about having those runs where everything goes wrong and you somehow still make it out. And once that clicks, you chase that high again and again. So now that we understand what makes a good extraction loop, we can start dissecting why a large amount of players' sentiment became.
I thought it was
"What's
a
the point of this
burst.
game?"
I thought it was
And
a
a lot of it
burst.
simply comes down to Embark limiting everything so heavily. The maps, the progression, how 90% of the loot was basically junk. There was
Yeah,
nothing that
'cause
gave
I
you
didn't
that,
know what the
"Oh
hell I
shit,
was
need to
doing.
get out."
Like, I didn't even know this fact about the junk loot that you get more when you break it down and stuff when you're home. I didn't know that. I was salvaging everything. I thought that was the good thing, but I'm dumb, I guess.
Moment. And I saw that everywhere. People saying it felt empty, hollow, pointless.
And
This
they're
is
not
it.
wrong
I'm
for
just
that,
meant
to
loot
be fair.
random
It
junk and
was
extract again and again.
It was
I played
random.
Tech Test 2, which had infinitely more content. 3 maps, tons of upgrades. It ran for 5 days, and there was
Wait,
always
so is
something
this
infinitely more
Tech Test
content.
2?
3 maps,
Okay, whatever.
tons of upgrades. It ran.
What the hell is this purple stuff? And are these were these guns in the thing? I have no idea. Oh, they got heavy shield. Like, yeah, I don't think we only saw things for light and medium shield. And you got 2 safe pockets. The quick use is bigger. 55 loadout. I'm pretty sure the ones we had were like up to 50. I want to say. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But up to 50. Yeah, already big differences. You can even filter your stash to be like only guns and ammo and stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay.
For 5 days, and there was always something to do. Always something I needed.
Lemons and apricots. Apricots. How we pronounce that? Interesting.
I remember just needing a dog collar to upgrade Scrappy, finally finding one and instantly getting that oh shit.
I've never used one of these. I was scared.
In this Server Slam, there was nothing to upgrade, nothing to really do. So a lot of people just shifted to PvP. I know I did. People who play Tech Test 2 like me still had fun because we knew what was
I was
coming.
playing like a straight bitch. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I went in and tried my best to get out with anything.
What was out there. But we're the minority. The majority looked at this,
Damn.
especially newcomers, and just went, what? And that's all on Embark. They shot themselves in the foot here.
Yeah, first
They
day I
should've done what they did
tried.
for Tech Test 2.
It's whatever.
Give more content than people could actually finish. I can't imagine anyone getting deep into all of this and saying, you know what, that demo was enough. Anyone that enjoyed it would have been instantly sold. Now they've just created the opposite effect. From what it looks like, the whole point of the Server Slam was just to stress test the back end, make sure the tech could hold before launch. And that's fine, but somewhere in there, they decided to turn that test into a public taste test too. And that's where it fell apart.
Yeah, and that's the part. That's also probably why it was only 2 days. I was kind of confused of why it was only 2 days. I was assuming it was because it was coming out the 30th. But when I heard what the devs were saying, that they were literally just testing if they can even handle the amount of people that would play and how many people and all that stuff, it makes sense from their perspective, but then it also makes sense for people to be like, man, that was shit. Why the hell? What was the point of playing with the same 4 guns for 2 days straight? You know, like that's ass. I can understand both sides.
Like, I'm confused
And they
on
shouldn't
what
have
the
did
real
that.
purpose of this test was for. Was it
Or at
purely
least no, they should have at least been more what's the word, like, you know, talk to us and stuff.
testing the servers? Was it to sell the game and let people try it? Was it both? And like, I get where they were coming from. They didn't want
Right.
to spoil too much before launch. But that kind of safe approach only works when the players already understand what the game is.
Yeah, because
In
that was
something
my
like
first
Ark,
time,
where the
right?
fun isn't instantly obvious. You kind of have to overshare. You have to let people stumble into the full loop so it can click. And what they gave just wasn't enough for that. It showed the mechanics but gave us no meaning. And please, can we stop with the whole skill issue thing? Every time someone's confused,
Yeah,
there's
nah,
instantly
that's
a
bad.
dozen replies telling them to get better. Sometimes, yeah, people are whining and being ridiculous. But most of the time, they just don't understand the genre or game yet. And if you want this game to succeed, help people understand it rather than just push them away.
Nah, facts.
Anyway, extraction shooters are built around
Yeah, because
patience.
the same oh shit, I didn't mean to do all that. The same people that say shit like skill issue are the exact same ones they be like, yeah, the game died because all the players left for some shit, and they're the only ones that's playing and stomping on all the shitters. You're part of the reason why the people left. You still skill issue, then they go play a different game because they're so bad at that game, right? So they're gonna play something else, and then you wonder why the game you're playing where you're so fucking good at, there's only 5,000 people playing 2 months in, and it was 100,000 or some shit like that. Like, doy, you're part of the reason why everybody's leaving the game.
Where the FPS world trained us to expect instant dopamine. Every game these days feels like
I love how
shoot,
he
die,
uses
respawn, repeat.
BO6.
A damn slop treadmill, if you ask me. Ark's not like that. It's slower, more about positioning and restraint. Like a chess match, but if every pawn had a rifle and the queen was literally a giant crab mech. That learning curve is the point, though. You'll go on streaks where you feel unstoppable, and then hit a wall
There's
where
a
you die
minigun?
5 times in a row. That's the roller coaster that keeps people addicted. The problem is, people do struggle. That's kind of the point. But somewhere along
What-
the way,
what the hell is he
community
stuck in?
started treating that as a bad thing. If you actually want this game to grow, explain it. Help people find that moment where it finally clicks. Quick break.
I think it needs a balance of both, explaining and letting people figure it out. Because if you just explain everything and tell everybody how to do the stuff, then that's not going to be fun. Like, a good example of this, I don't know if they did this, so don't beat me up if they did. I don't know. But a good example is everybody was getting their ass destroyed by the art, me included. I got my ass beat, right? But me as a gamer, you could be like, skill issue, I didn't like the art, I didn't like fighting, I got my ass beat, I didn't know how to fight them. I was just shooting them and dumping my bullets into their fucking heads. I didn't know what to do. Then I come to learn from Shroud and some clips and stuff that I saw, not from official, like, there was no tips out there that I saw, just people that knew how to play the game better because they played the tech test, whatever. I learned that you can shoot the actual wings or the pillars or whatever of the drones and they will go down easier or even like in 1 or 2 shots because they literally can't fly. Did you even think of that? Now, there is a balance of telling people how to deal with the drones, and then there's a balance of just letting them deal with it, get their ass beat, and then not play the game anymore. You could just like throw that like when we're loading into the game, like, you know, most games do like little small random tips. They'd be like, I don't know, it's better to recycle this, or did you know you can go over here and get this stuff more likely, or whatever. My point in saying that is, don't hold their hand. but at least throw little information here and there that can help them do stuff. Like, I feel like literally just having a tip or two that says something like, shooting drones in the wings is the easier way to take them down. That would have been probably a big help to a lot of people and wouldn't have destroyed the game and holding their hands too much, if you ask me. That's just my personal opinion, though.
If you've been enjoying these deep dives, hit subscribe.
I will. Definitely check out my guy. I'm the chief.
Think.
Or chef.
It helps me keep going through
Chief?
these ridiculous editing marathons.
Chef. Chief.
Right,
No, it's chef because he has the hat on. It's chef.
I want to talk about movement.
I'm illiterate.
In Tech Test 2, sliding felt so goddamn good. Like, you used to be able to slide on a lot less steeper slopes, and it never felt like some overpowered thing you could abuse.
Holy shit.
It was just one more thing you had in your kit to not only use to get around a bit smoother,
Holy
but
shit.
just something satisfying to do while traversing.
Holy
you feel
shit.
Like you had some control and fun. One thing in games I'll never like is tedium for the sake of being tedious. I love Ark's slow, deliberate, weighty movement.
See, now, I hope that they bring that back because that's cool as shit. I would have got away from so many arcs or whatever if I could do that.
I'm not saying make this COD with slide cancelling, but there has to be a point where you remember it's still a game that's meant to be fun and feel good to play. It's a hard balance, but they had a lot
That
of
is
balance
cool.
there
Like, okay,
perfectly.
to be fair, like, is that kind of crazy? That's a long ass slide. Yes, to be fair, that is a long slide, but it's fun.
In Tech Test
Who cares?
2. Sliding is
It's
still
supposed to
great
be
on
fun.
steep cliffs. Like, I had one game where I broke someone down a hill, and I was able to catch up to them very fast by sliding down. Again, I love the slow, deliberate movement of Arc Raiders. The core locomotions are perfect, and I love how they are. Like I said before, I don't want another Twitch shooter like COD. I like the slow, tactical, and deliberate pacing. It's just things like ziplines being responsive and sliding on slopes gave us that extra bit of freedom without it looking like this.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
like
quickly want to talk about the looting economy. This one's
depressing.
tough because it's hard to judge without seeing all the systems together. But I've got one example that
You know,
kind
I was hoping maybe this is something they actually did in the actual game in the slam thing. I was hoping with the upgrading weapons, I thought you were gonna get more damage. Like, now I mean, like I think it's good to get more durability and fire rate for certain guns. Sure, that's cool. Good. But I want more damage. You know, like I would want my Pharaoh to do a lot more damage or like add a scope to it or something like that. I don't fucking know, but I just thought that would be cool if they do that or did that.
sums it up. So in Tech Test 2, the recipe for shield charges used to be batteries and I think rubber. I don't remember, that's not important. In the Service Lamb, they changed it to arc power cells and rubber.
Which was
And that's
harder.
a change I actually love. It ties
Oh.
combat and crafting together in a
It
really
was harder
smart
though,
way.
no?
The issue is that arc only drops one power cell. And here's why that matters. It's kinda nuanced, so stay with me. In Tech Test 2, when I was low on shield charges, I'd go into raids specifically to farm batteries. That was one of my favorite things about this game. You could go on targeted runs. Need money? Do a money run. Need parts? Do a parts run. Need shields? Battery run. And on a good one, you'd walk away with 15, maybe 30 batteries and you were set for a while.
Holy shit.
And in this build, if you want that same thing, you've got to fight Arc for one.
See, I liked that, but I didn't like that because one arc is like 40 bullets, dude. What the hell? Now, it's satisfying when you kill the arc, you get the thing that you wanted, you make the thing. But one arc for one shield recharge is not enough. That's crazy, dude. You better be giving me 1 to 3 depending on the arc or something like that. Like, what the hell? That's dumb as hell. Like the little simple robots and spiders should give you 1. These motherfuckers should give you 2. Rocketeer should give me fucking 7 of them bitches. Like, what the fuck?
Single cell. You get hit once during that fight, the cell's basically gone just from that damage you took. And even if you kill 3 of them without taking a scratch, that's only 3 shield charges you can craft when you get back.
Yeah, like, that's not
But the
enough.
reality
That's
is
not
You
enough.
do take damage, and fighting Arc usually pulls other players in the area. So you
Exactly. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
So you start thinking, all right, screw it, I'll just farm money and buy them. And sure, that works, but it's kind of boring. To me, it's less satisfying than going on those focus runs for specific resources you actually need. The fix is simple. Either make Arc drop more power cells or make one power cell craft multiple shield
Exactly.
charges. I don't
Okay.
mind doing money.
I don't think they should craft more. That's boring. Just make, if I'm gonna have to fight the arts anyway, make me get more out of it. Like, 1 is not enough. No, get out of here.
runs. I just don't like when money becomes a way of bypassing all of the game systems. It feels more hollow. I'd rather have money be something you spend on the big stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
rare
kinda-
weapons or a black market trader selling.
Yeah, I was
some
about to
30K
say that.
for
I
the
kind
purple gun.
like
And
that
another
part.
thing,
Yeah.
the price of soap for how much you get just isn't worth it. You spend like half a run spraying grime off the side of a van and the bottle's empty like after 2 minutes. Obviously, opinions are going to be split on this, and that's
Wait,
fine.
price of soap?
I'm not here to argue, just to talk
Confused.
through
I'm
it.
confused with that
If
part.
other
I don't
people
know what he
having
means.
opinions is too much for you, you're fine to block me. I promise you I don't need your sub or view. With all of
Yeah,
this, I'm not
yeah,
saying-
you tell him, bro. Hell yeah. I like this guy. Bro, hold on, man. Hold on, man. I like you, man. I like this guy.
I'm right. I might be completely wrong in making stupid calls. I'm just having a conversation. Another thing I've seen a lot of people say, and I get why, is that most of the loot feels kind of useless. And yeah, it does right now.
Which
But
I
that's
mean,
not
like,
really
of course we don't. Okay, I know actually. I can agree what
reflection.
I can agree what people said that, but obviously the game wasn't out, so Dell is gonna feel useless. Like we don't know what all this stuff leads up to. I mean, I don't at least. Like crafting wise, selling wise, upgrading wise. I don't fucking know. So duh.
Of the game. It just
Like,
circles
that
back to
part's a
Embark
dumb
becoming
state.
so
That's a
much
dumb
better
take.
test. Like 90% of the stuff you pick up just sits in your stash because the crafting trees and upgrade paths were turned off. So it just
Exactly.
kinda
Yeah,
feels like
exactly.
junk. But in the full game, that junk feeds into something. In Tech Test 2, everything kind of had a purpose.
Which
Maybe
makes
not
sense,
right
yeah.
away, but eventually you'd hit a recipe or a quest that used it. And you
Damn, look at all the guns. There's a sniper with a scope on it? Was that in the slam? I don't even know, but that's cool.
oh, that's what I've been
Wait,
holding.
wait, let me go back to the gun.
Maybe
Back
not
to the
right
gun.
away, but
Hold up,
eventually
hold
you'd
up. How
hit
you
a
see it?
recipe or a quest that used it.
Damn it, I thought the upgrade was gonna upgrade the fire rate? It didn't do that when I was upgrading mine. I don't remember seeing that. What? It goes up by 5.0? What the hell, dude? What?
And you go, oh, that's what I've been holding these for. In this test, that payoff never comes.
What the hell?
And the funny thing is, I can already see how they've made stuff feel more important since Tech Test 2. Even though to new players at first glance, it all seems worse than ever. And that's the thing, when you strip out the systems that justify the grind, you also strip
Damn.
out the sense of discovery. It makes every item feel meaningless, even if it's not. So yeah, it's easy to look at
Damn,
the
nice
inventory
third
full
peek,
of
bro.
art
Oh
parts
my
and go,
God.
why am I even picking this up?
Damn.
But that's only because the test didn't show what any of it connects to. They basically gave us the edge of the puzzle and none of the middle
Damn.
pieces. And then people walked away
Damn.
saying this picture doesn't make any sense.
Damn.
One last thing. which
Okay. It's too kind of crazy with it,
This
yo.
was changed.
He's
There's a lot
kind
in
of
the ordinance
crazy.
To use medium shields behind doing a free loadout run. Again, it just kind of feels tedious for the sake of being tedious.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
another
Yeah.
massive point of discussion was around the enemies. And again, I have a lot of thoughts after playing Tech Test 2 in the service lab. I'll start with the thing I personally think is the issue, which is the drones. Funny thing here is, again,
Yeah.
like sliding, they had it pretty much perfect in Tech Test 2. But they've seemed to buff the hell out of them since. I don't
Oh,
know
interesting.
Exactly what it is. If it's the bullets being weaker to break parts, the drones having more health themselves, them having more vision.
Yeah, I also reacted to that too. It was yeah, the awareness. They were just seeing you through shit, which is not good.
Or
Yeah.
just simply them doing more damage and being more coordinated. This is also a bigger problem for solo players, but I'll touch on solo versus
Yeah,
squad play
because you'll
in
get
another
like,
section.
what do you do in this position? At this point, your run is over. It's not even a skill thing at this point. Like, yeah, you could be like, don't get caught, don't get seen, shoot them faster, destroy them faster. You're only one person. Unless you have a gun that's one-shotting these bitches, like guaranteed you're dying here. Like it's the Rocketeer is killing you, the other drones are killing you. Say you destroy the Rocketeer, you're dead. You're just dead. Like,
But yeah, I'm going to lay out why I think drones should be tuned down, at least to Tech Test 2 levels, and how they should fit into the PvE
Like,
ecosystem.
I don't think they should be tuned down because they're scary as hell. That's the point. They should be scary as hell. But maybe less of them. Like, you know, like you shouldn't be running into 4 fucking drones in the area that has nothing, like that's not even special, you know, like that's crazy to me. Like I should expect seeing that many drones if I'm trying to go to a red area. Like you shouldn't be there, man. You should only be there if you got high level loot. Duh. But if I'm just walking around from my spawn point and I see 3 drones, nah, bro, that's not cool. I don't. That's not a skill thing. That's a bad game design, if you ask me. So.
Me, drones' main thing should be that they give away your position. They should still take some bullets to take down, but it should be a lot quicker to deal with. Right now, the drones are a full annoying fight in themselves. You should be able to take them out with well-placed shots to their blades. And please, this isn't me saying I want weak PvE. It couldn't be more of the opposite. The big enemies should be exactly that. The Bastions, the Rocketeers, Leapers, Queens, they should be the reason you're going into a raid. You know
Yeah.
you're going in to do a big PvE fight. You prepare for that. You know the risk of attracting players. I absolutely adore that, and to me it's what makes Ark have so much potential.
I agree,
No other
yeah.
extraction shooter really comes close to Ark's PvE.
Yeah, because the PvE and most, I said this in my video also, but they're literally just one shot to the head generally. Like, yeah, I seen like one, I forget what it's called, maybe like Arena Breakthrough. I think that's what the game was called. where they had like a little boss, where he had like a minigun, and he did take a few bullets, but for the most part, it's just one shot to the head, boom, dead, and that's really it. But it's cool that the Arc Raider or the Arc things are like way scarier and more lootable, because like the stuff for them were like cheats. Like that's cheats. That's nothing, you know. Like they're gonna get a random shotgun that has nothing to do with anything.
Make the big enemy stronger. It's just simply that the drones are a bit too tanky. It's not that they're hard, it's just that it's tedious to take them out. And while it's fun while it's new, I think it'll slowly become more and more annoying. So one thing I kind of dislike is Rocketeers being at like 90% of the extraction points. This is one of those tricky discussions because everyone's going to feel differently about it. But to me, it just feels a bit annoying. Like in Tarkov, 99% of extractions are quiet. Off the top of my head, I can only think of a few exceptions, like Reserve or Labs Elevator. Most of the time, it's just a spot on the map you stand at for 10 seconds.
Like, I think there should be robots there so that because people can hear you extract, I'm pretty sure. But so people can come to you and try to like stop you and stuff. Because usually in these, when you extracting, it doesn't really happen very often that people stop you. From my experience, at least, like you just get out for the most part. I think it's cool to have them, but something that one shot your ass, no, that's not cool. Like, come on, and every one of them, that's not cool. Maybe like a chance for it, sure. You should have that one run that you just had bad luck, but every freaking one of them guaranteed. Nah, get the hell out of here. That's not cool.
Majority of the time, there's going to be no conflict unless there's extraction campers. And I don't know.
Right, exactly.
That, but I think I prefer it that way. I feel like the intense stuff should happen on the way to the extraction, not at it.
I agree.
Yeah, kind of solve this. Though you can only buy 1 key per day, and I still don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I don't.
Too, so eventually they'll get easier to get.
Oh, okay.
Maybe makes this just a whole non-issue. Honestly, writing this out, I'm still not sure what the right answer is. If you've got any ideas or thoughts on how you'd handle extraction,
I guess, I mean, since he played the tech thing, he didn't even say it. Are the guns not going to be strong enough to take down like a Rocketeer eventually? Like, say you grind long enough, get a really good gun. Are you not going to be able to take a Rocketeer down like fast? Maybe not instantly, but just faster, way faster than what we're doing now. Please tell me that's a thing. Like, I would be pissed if I get a cool ass AR and it's like 10 times better than the Rattler, you know, and I still can't take down a Rocketeer. Like, that would suck.
So I'd actually love to hear them down in the comments. Another thing I saw a lot of was about the quests being boring. And yeah, maybe
I didn't even look at the quest. I'm not really a quest person though.
Quests are the seasoning, not the meal. They give you a direction where you need it, but the real story is the raid itself. The stash, the risk, the comeback, that's the loop. It's slower, but once you get it, it sticks. If you want scripted, linear storytelling, play a single player game. If you want chaos, play this. I personally think Ark has the most potential to have fun quests with its PvE side of things for an extraction shooter. And they do have periodic cutscenes. I'm personally more than happy with where the quests are going.
Shawnee told me about
I didn't even know all that. That's cool though.
Something's changed.
Like, I don't really think the quests make or break the game. It's cool to have them though, so you have something to do. So, you know, it's cool.
We've seen a lot more probes beaming across the skies. More crashed couriers. We've heard tales of what happens if they find what they're looking for.
That's cool. But yeah, I mess with this.
Myths, but
like, it's random. I don't really care about it, but it's cool that they added it. It shows that they care, right? And that's always a good thing.
So, solo queuing versus squad queuing. Playing solo is a completely different game to squads, for a myriad of reasons. For starters, solos are just going to run into more players. In my 3rd ever video, right after Tech Test 2, I actually explained exactly why. And
I didn't know that.
Changed, so
I should watch more of his videos, because I didn't know that.
In solo mode, all 18 players are individual threats.
Oh, this is a different map. Damn it. I'm going to be a nerd on this game. A complete nerd. I'm learning the spawn points. I'm camping people. I don't care. I thought this was the map that we played.
Even though the map's big, 18 players just creates too much overlap and chaos. But in squads, those 18 players are split up into about 6 teams. That means fewer active firefights at once, more breathing room between
encounters. That does make sense.
And way more chance for good plays to actually pay off. The pacing in squads just feels better. You're not constantly running into someone. There's downtime to
like when we were playing squads with the random people that I played, we came into like maybe a squad a run, if that, and that was usually in the way or on the way to going to extract or whatever. So for the most part, we didn't really see people, which, you know, that could just be more like we could like follow them or go to gunshots or whatever. But for the most part, it didn't happen.
And
I played solo like once.
Players waiting around every corner. And when you do
Damn.
run into another team, it's almost always a proper fight. Fair, intense, and where coordination actually matters. It's the kind of combat that makes this
Damn.
genre so fun.
On top of that, you're obviously going to have a much harder time against PvE since it isn't scaled. You'll take longer to clear fights, and because of what I mentioned before, there's always going to be another player nearby to hear the noise.
Take longer to clear fights. However, the loot is all yours, so you don't share it with your teammates and shit. So that's cool.
So if you're playing solo, unless you want PvP, you're better off staying stealthy, or becoming a bard who can talk their way out of a fight.
Alright, chill. We be friends. Heal up. Just beg for your life.
That's so
Solos,
funny.
you'll notice a lot more people talking
Bro,
to
I hope that I can have some interactions where I just become friends with some random dude, bro. Like, that would be so cool.
each other and teaming up. But I kind of wonder how long that'll last. I see people say this a lot, and yeah, I've had a bunch of those experiences too.
Please, sir, don't do it to me. Let's escape together. I was just running from people.
Is he really gonna let him go? Oh, no.
Come on, man, don't do this. Let's all team
Oh,
up. Three of us,
no.
in the lobby.
Yeah, let's team up.
Oh, thank God.
So wait, how are you gonna get him back up?
You're good.
Need to save you.
Thank
There we
you.
go, look at that.
GG's.
Yeah, good shit.
This
Thanks
is
for
so
sparing me.
cool, bro. This can only happen in a game like extraction shooter like Arc Raiders, cause that's pretty fucking cool. This didn't happen to me, but that is wholesome as fuck, bro. That is so cool.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, I was not expecting that. Yo, bro, I would add
But when the
all of
novelty
them,
wears
bro.
off, that's
They would
going
be
to
my
fade.
best
And when
friends
it
for the
does, it
rest of my
feeds into
life.
itself, like
Not
a
like
snake
that, but
eating its own
you know,
tail.
that was
The less
cool.
people
That's cool.
communicate, the more bitter and paranoid everyone gets. And it keeps spiraling until it's on site. That's just human nature, I guess. And look, if
That
you're
is so
strictly solo,
cool,
you're
bruh.
never going to be able to take
No!
up the harder PvE stuff. Solos are great if you want to change your pace, if you're just trying to be more stealthy, or just maybe do a quiet money run. But the hard truth is, a lot of the systems seem balanced around squad play.
No, I don't have a stim. Hang on, does he have one? Got a stim. This is called instant good karma for you, eh?
You know what's been
That is
driving me
so cool,
insane
bro.
lately?
That is so
The whole
cool.
X game is going to kill Y game thing. I was watching
Wait.
Jesse's video and he said it perfectly.
If
You
have been
can charge your shield with power cells? I didn't even know that, bro. What?
wondering if Arc Raiders is going to kill Escape from Tarkov or kill Arena Breakout Infinite,
Probably not.
You are asking the wrong question.
Yeah, like, it's not.
It is good and healthy to have different games doing different
Yeah,
things
yeah, like,
in
yeah,
each
exactly.
genre.
Like, it's not
Every
gonna
time
kill
a new
it.
game comes out, you don't have to Indiana Jones swap out your old game with the new one. I don't know. if
Like, yeah,
anybody's
that's
told
the
you
way. I was literally just telling my friend this, bro. I'm like, I don't think the game is gonna be the next big game, obviously, right? But it's gonna be another game on my rotation of games that I get on and play. I'm gonna be playing Megabunk. I'll be playing Battlefield. I probably even play Black Ops 7 just because it's on Game Pass. I'm gonna be playing Arc Raiders. I play Age of Empires 4. I play Power every time they do a release. I play fucking Terraria. Like, you know, just bro, like it's just all these things that you can play now. Like what like there's just so many games. Like what's the issue of just playing another game, man? I play Rust every once in a while. I literally played this 5 days ago. I played VR chat. Okay, I don't play VR chat. Actually, it's a lie. It's been since April. But you get my point, though. Like, it's just another game you can play, man. That's it.
this, but you can like two games. I
Wow.
personally think that Arc Raiders has a ton of potential to finally
Wow.
do something new in the genre, and potential to bring this genre to a whole new
Why is this
audience.
character bald? I
Ark's
just
doing its
realized.
own weird cinematic sci-fi thing, and that's what makes it special. We finally have something that isn't a clone, and people are already trying to shove it into someone else's shadow.
Yeah,
We
like,
should
get
want
outta
more
here,
studios
man. They
taking
always
risks
doing
like
that.
this, not punishing them for it. Because if every new game has to kill another one just to be accepted,
See,
no
this
one's
kind of
gonna-
reminds me of Once Human. It's not the next big game. It was a popular game. It was free. It was fun. It still is fun. It has its own identity. It's just another game you can play. Like, it had a little raid mode that was really fucking cool. It was fun. I enjoyed it. A lot of people enjoyed it. But it's just there. Like, it's a good thing. It's just there for us to enjoy another game that we can add to our rotation of games. good. W. We need, like, as a gamer, why wouldn't you want more games? Duh.
bother making anything new. So yeah, I think Embark kind of shot themselves in the foot with the server slam. On the server,
Yeah, I can completely agree with the video. Like, I
like
completely
pieces
agree.
that don't quite fit yet. And if this was your first time jumping in, I get why that might have left you cold. But as someone who played Tech Test 2, I know what's underneath. I've seen how much is actually there, how much heart and potential this game has. And I've also seen how closely Embark listens. So even with
Which
all
is,
the
yeah,
rough
I
edges,
think the
I've come out of
devs
this more excited than ever.
will be
Both
really
Tech Test
good
2 and the
at
Server Slam
updating and
reminded me
changing
why I care
shit.
about games in the first place. Because even when it's
Damn.
standards, it's trying. Ark is ambitious, chaotic, and cinematic, and is building towards something special. I can't wait for the full launch. I just wanted to say a huge thanks. Last video I said I was pushing to hit 5k before launch, and somehow I've
He's getting 10K in just a few days, bro. W, my guy. Holy.
already hit 7k. Like, what the fuck? I don't even have the words to describe how grateful I am for that.
That's
the comments, the messages,
W,
the people
bro.
actually
That is
watching these
amazing.
long, weird essays. It's been
Congrats,
unreal.
man. Like,
And I won't lie, I'm
congrats,
exhausted.
dude.
These videos take so long to make, and sometimes it's genuinely scary putting them out. I've been getting a lot more comments lately, which is amazing, but that comes
Hey,
with
this
a lot
video
more
was amazing,
negativity
bro.
too. And I'd be lying if I said I was used to it, or that it didn't affect me. So if you made it this far, and you appreciate the effort that goes into these, it'd mean the world if you subscribed. Maybe
I
one day can
subscribed.
actually
Everybody
get
watching
into
this video, shout out to
Until-
subscribe to this guy. I'm just a guy reacting to it because I'm one of the people that didn't understand Arc Radios for a lot of the stuff they did. You know, W Video Man. I definitely see all the amazing and hard work you put into making this. We'll also be watching your tips videos to learn more about Arc. And congrats on 5k plus subs, man. Nah, on a serious note though, I definitely I fuck with the video, bro, obviously. Thanks. I think it was an amazing video. Obviously, he worked a lot of like really hard on it and stuff, so that's lit. I actually will be watching all his other videos because I want to learn more about the game, and he seems to be straight to the point and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, thanks for watching with me, and definitely subscribe to I'm the Chef.